I was just reading this little clip that I assume Venerable Children put on the counter downstairs. It's got a nice message. It's, I believe, because it's cut out, I don't know this for absolute certain, but Venerable Children is on the board of Inside Dharma, which is an organization founded by Reverend Caleb McAllister, who's a Zen priest practitioner in Missouri. And Inside Dharma serves prison inmates. If they express an interest in Buddhism, they don't go out and proselytize, of course, because they're Buddhists, but if they express an interest in Buddhism, Inside Dharma helps to get them teachers, teachings, and supports their practice. So I assume this is their newsletter. So she relates, actually the story isn't hers, it comes from this movie, How to Cook Your Life. What do we know from movies? Not much, but this Zen chef gives a cooking lesson, and he has this teaching. So I'm going to paraphrase this because I have these precepts about harsh speech. It's really better if you use the straight word, but I'll quote it. If you have shit on your nose, no matter where you go, everything smells like shit. It's totally true. And then she went on to think, and if you have honey on your nose, everywhere you go, everything smells like honey. And then she goes on to say, and both are a total delusion. Either one. If you're going around smelling poopy smells, or if you're going around smelling honey smells, the honey or the poop is on your nose. It's not what's actually here. And so the Zen practice is to very barely be with what is there, without the screen of either the poop projection or the honey projection. And so much of what we've been trying to do here, and what nonviolent communication has been helpful for us too, is to look at the bare observation of what actually just happened. And realizing how difficult it is to barely observe anything, because the layers and layers and layers of our conditioning, and the layers and layers and layers of our projections, and the layers and layers and layers of our past, I mean everything, talk about conditions coming together. All these things come together for a single moment, and without even knowing it, we've interpreted something and run off with it. So a huge part of our practice, whether it's Zen practice or Tibetan Buddhist practice, working with our thought training or working with the afflictions, or just trying to get the mind to see what is really in front of us. Not projected, no, what's the word? No fabrications, no deprecations. Not taking away more than is there, not adding anything, but simply to be with what's in front of us. And that's the practice of being present. And then, as she says, what she's relating this to is the fact that she's watching her mother die. And being aware that when she's trying to anticipate the beautiful moments or anticipate the suffering moments, then that causes great pain in her mind both ways. Just like Venerable Children said yesterday in relation to Geshe Sonam Rinchen. When she thought about this being the last time she would see him, her mind got very sad. When she celebrated, thought about the years that she was with him, her mind got very happy. And then what Reverend Caleb McAllister is saying, when I am with my mom, just being aware of the moment, seeing a woman who is in pain or suffering, then I can respond in a way that's needed. So it's a beautiful little teaching. So it's good. It's why that vivid image was kind of strong, and the strong language is helpful. Notice what's on the end of our nose. What are we smelling? How are we seeing our world? And if we can wipe it clean of either thing, then we will be more able to be present, to be aware of what's going on in our mind. We'll learn a lot more about how we construct reality, and we will also be able to respond in a way that's beneficial by seeing things clearly. So we give it a try.